Hi, welcome everybody. Gaming Mike here with AC Gamer playing some Prominence Poker. Today what we wanted to do is have a little discussion time while we play the poker. And we might make this a regular thing. So we'd love your feedback on it, but we want to cover some game news, things that happened during gaming news this last week, and also talk a little bit about what's coming up next week as well. So thanks for joining us. AC Gamer, I've got a link to his channel in the description of the video. So be sure to check that out as well.
Hello.
How you doing this morning, AC Gamer? You ready to lose all your chips?
Yeah, I guess.
So, yeah, I guess we could talk a little bit about the format of what we're trying to do here and the ideas we've had so far, which is to basically just find games that we can do some co-op play while we have a discussion, something that's good in the background.
Yeah,
that we don't have
chat.
and have a chat over. Have some for us it's Sunday morning right now, so it's a nice time to have some coffee and relax and see what's going on. It's been kind of a busy week too in gaming news. Hold on, what do I want to do here? There we go. I'll just check. But first, I don't know, we could talk a little bit about Final Fantasy 15. We've both been playing that, and I liked what we were saying last night about it, just as far as our experience with it. You said you were where in that game? Chapter 6?
I'm Chapter 6, about halfway, I believe. There are 13 chapters.
Nice. Yeah, I'm in Chapter 5. I just got my car back, the Regalia.
Yeah, I'm at a point where I could see where it's starting to like funnel me into the main story, and kind of giving me less opportunity to do side quests. So before I do that, I'll probably, wrap up a lot of side quests and then start just going whole hog into the story.
Yeah, I've started to feel like the story's getting a little heavier-handed where I'm at. I've been getting really sidetracked with the hunts on that game and completing those before I move from town to town. So it's taken me a while. But I'm loving the way that game plays. It's been a lot of fun. How do you like the combat system?
It's one of those like easy to learn, hard to master type of things, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
It's really it's pretty simplified, but on the same time, there's kind of a layer of strategy that you can delve into.
Yeah, the different techniques and the way you can use your team is getting pretty complex. I just unlocked a few new techniques for each of my guys, so I've been trying to use those and test them out and see how they play. I've been using like the level 1 up until then. Let's see.
Yeah, there's that grid is pretty
the
good.
Ascension grid, it's interesting. It's a little reminiscent of Final Fantasy X's leveling system, which I really liked, but it doesn't seem as complex as 10's.
Yeah, this one, it gives you a lot of opportunity to get the AP. So it seems like it's pretty doable to like fill out the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah, especially if you get the exploration stuff first and start getting... I've been getting good AP from just cruising around on chocobos and in the car.
Yep.
It's nice. And then also No Man's Sky updated today. I know you haven't played that in a while. You're actually the one that got me into No Man's Sky, though. You're the one that first told me about that game. And we both played it in the beginning, but when did you drop off from your play on that game? How long do you think you played it before you stopped?
Probably about a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
At least. Yeah, I was kind of one of those that kind of just like, well, I think I've cracked the surface of this game enough, so move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't that I was like disappointed with the game, but I kind of just got everything I wanted out of the game.
Huh.
That I thought I could get.
Nice on that hand, by the way, just now. You really kicked my ass. I went to about 200 hours in No Man's Sky before I hit that point where I felt like there was nothing left to do. But that's, for me, that's more than my money's worth out of a game. I enjoyed all the hours I played of that game the whole way through. So I don't know, but I didn't have as much of the hype. I think you were saying you were pretty hyped up about it. You had some high expectations, but I went into it. I only heard about it like a month or two before it came out, so I didn't get a lot of that. I think that's why I didn't get so disappointed with it like a lot of people did. But the Foundation update has been a lot of fun, and I was telling you last night you should really get back into it and see what it's like. But you wanted to wait, you said, I think.
Yeah, because they do call it the Foundation update, so
yeah,
it seems like there's a lot more coming. So I'd like to dive in when there's, you know, like a ton more, like when it feels like a brand new game.
Yeah, it's feeling pretty brand new.
You were
though.
saying that
it's feeling
yeah,
pretty
you were
brand
saying
new.
That.
I mean, I've had a lot of fun with it. They've put a lot more stuff to do, and if it's just the groundwork for even more in the future, that's great. I mean, I'm excited for what that means for them. It should be good stuff. It should be very good stuff. But they did release that patch 1.12 this week, which supposedly fixed a lot more bugs. A lot of it was on PC. They released the patch notes a few days after. It took them like 2 or 3 days to put the patch notes out after they put the patch out. And then just yesterday, they dropped patch 1.13, which was 1.5 gigs on PlayStation, but apparently it's not out on PC. I don't know if that's for sure or not, but that's what I was reading earlier this morning, is that PC didn't get that patch. So there's been speculation that it's like graphics updates for PS4 Pro, which may account for the size of it, because I was playing it and there's nothing, I didn't notice anything major. Like there were no new quests from the NPCs. There was no immediate big changes. It did remove some duplicate planets from my list. That was nice.
Do you know, like, what is the state of that game on PC? Because I heard that, you know, when it first launched, it was terrible.
The numbers have been back up on it, actually, for as far as Steam plays go. Actually, let me find a graphic real fast. But yeah, people have been playing it again. The Foundation update has given it a nice injection of enthusiasm. As of a few days ago... What?
As far as like the technical aspects of it, has all that been fixed?
They've worked out a lot of the bugs. I don't know how much on PC. I haven't played on PC or anything, but they've worked out a lot of the bugs from what I understand. They've been patching it since the Foundation update. These patches are coming pretty regularly, and yeah, this one yesterday was 1.5 gigs, but again, not on PC. So I don't know, but from what I'm hearing, it seems like the people that are getting back into it are enjoying it on PC and PS4. They're working at it, though. It's nice to know. I mean, they've done a lot. They've done a lot. That Foundation update is pretty massive. It's pretty massive compared to what you could do in the game before and what you can do now, or what there is to do. You know?
Nice.
Oh, and it also, that's right, Tricky. Tricky, I know, is another YouTuber, and Savjazz, another YouTuber. They've been in creative mode, one of the new modes on No Man's Sky, since the Foundation update, and they're trying to meet up on a planet, and since the patch, they've been able to find each other, because they were having trouble with that. They had their coordinates worked out, but they were unable to find each other. But apparently the patch fixed that, so that's something that changed. People trying to find each other and meet up, which is another fun way to play that game.
Have they added like actual avatars for players so that they can actually see each other?
No, you still can't see each other. No multiplayer that way, but you can still meet up at the same place and get on party chat, and it's almost as good.
Nice. Can you like check out another person's base? Like they build
maybe
a base,
Tricky can confirm that for us, or let's see, what was Savjazz saying? I think Savjazz was saying they couldn't see each other's bases. But then I think somebody might have said something that since the patch that was fixed, but I'm not sure. Tricky, do you know? If you do, that'd be great if you could let me know. Oh, can't see the base creations that other players have built. No, so they can't. It's just a round building. You can see where they put their base, the original starter building, but not what they've customized, I guess. So that's too bad. Because that creative mode lets you really build whatever you like. Unlimited resources. Is that my guy laughing like that?
Yeah,
oh, man.
I mean, that was one of the biggest criticisms of the game. Is like there's supposedly this whole big universe that everyone's connected to, but nobody can really see or interact with each other. So, is it really a multiplayer game?
Yeah, and there's a lot of debate around that. And I say, you know what? If you can stand in the same place and see the same stuff, what else? I mean, yeah, you can't see each other. You can't shoot each other dead. You can't blow up each other's bases. But it wasn't... it was never really... I don't know. Well, I don't want to say it wasn't promised to be that kind of game. Why can't we just meet up
with players and, you know, have a picnic?
Yeah, it'd be nice. It'd be nice if you could see each other and interact more. But, I mean... Small studio, they don't have the server space, I'm sure, for multiplayer yet, and I'm sure that's... It seems like something they're working towards. I mean, they've made steps in that direction for more multiplayer, but it's not there yet. But as the update, who knows? Falit Fanboy, welcome to the chat. Thanks for joining. Here with AC Gamer, playing some poker, talking games. Glad to have you with us. Tricky doesn't know if you can jump to the center on creator mode, so that's the next thing. You guys are going to try to find the center? Yeah, that would be... I thought I heard that creative mode only had one galaxy, and you couldn't jump galaxies, but I don't know for sure. I haven't played creative mode much.
So there's another game that both you and I are really keen to. It's a little thing called Pokemon Go.
Pokemon what? Never heard of it. No, yeah, Pokemon Go. Has some exciting things happening. Should be very interesting. Where do you want to start with that? Let's see. They did their Starbucks thing this week. They announced that all Starbucks are going to be a Pokestop or a gym. They're all going to turn into one or the other. So they did that, and like a special drink that you can get. I don't know. It's an interesting move. I like it marketing-wise. It makes me laugh. It's nice to see that game doing partnerships like that. And it makes me wonder what else they'll do in the future. But I don't know. Do you think it'll increase your Starbucks frequenting?
Probably not.
Yeah.
There's no Starbucks near my house or where I work, so.
I can see a lot more people stopping into their parking lot, but that's about it.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good sponsorship. It's just, you know, you and I, we live in kind of a Starbucks light town.
Yeah. I mean,
there's like
they're coming around, but yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe I'll stop in.
I'm not going to try that drink. Yeah, I don't normally go to Starbucks, and it's certainly not going to make me, even though I like the game. But that's the thing. You can just hit the parking lot and get what you need from the Pokestops and call it good. But then also there's...
breakfast sandwiches.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Nice.
I stop in once in a while for that.
Nice. But then there's also rumblings that there's new monsters coming into the game, which might be pretty interesting. That's going to surpass my Pokemon knowledge. I stopped knowing much about Pokemon after the original like Red and Blue and Yellow run.
The second generation of Pokemon.
Yeah, so that's like another what, 100 Pokemon in the game?
Yeah, it's 100 extra Pokemon.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty familiar with those ones. It was around Generation 3 that I kind of fell off.
Okay.
So I know a lot of these ones.
What kind of Pokemon are in Generation 2 that we can look forward to?
Actually a lot of cool ones. Like, you know, Scyther? He has another evolution.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's when some of them get a new evolution, too. That's great. Scyther goes, like, metal, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Steel?
That's right. There's metal types now. And,
yeah.
Onyx has one, and he becomes Steel X.
Nice. I always liked Onyx. I have an Onyx in Pokemon Go right now.
Yeah, so Generation 2 has some pretty cool ones. They're not all ridiculous.
You are betting mighty heavily on this table.
Man, go big or go home.
All right.
I haven't even been paying attention if I've been winning or not.
Yeah, I haven't been paying too close attention either. 5.25.
It's okay, I'm a rich man. Oh!
I was going to raise, but it made me go all in. I guess I didn't have much to raise.
Oh, read 'em and weep.
That's hilarious.
Oh man, don't. Oh my god! Come on!
Sorry about that. I had the straight again. That's the second time I beat you with the straight. So you got to buy back in. Oh, is it? It's done. We'll have to sit at a new table. We weren't done talking news, were we?
Nope.
Nice. Oh,
Damn.
Tricky can't get Pokemon on her phone. That's too bad. I just unlocked a bunch of items in this game. Cool. All right, I'll invite you back to a table really quick.
Okay.
Thanks for joining us, guys. Hope you're enjoying it. Sunday morning Gamecast here, talking game news with AC Gamer. I just need to... Here we go. Head-to-head, friends only. And we'll get back into another table. I didn't mean to clean you out. I meant to just raise. I wanted to keep you in so we didn't end the table. But I hit raise and then it just said all in. I guess that was... We must have been close in chips to each other.
No, I think that's my fault. I was just like... Flew too close to the sun, man.
You were betting hard.
I was relying on that pair of tens, but then you got queen.
Yeah.
Nowhere.
Let's see. We'll get this table going and then maybe talk some ESO. Upcoming in the future ESO stuff, which you haven't played in a while, right?
No, I haven't played that in a while either.
Yeah.
Actually, before we get off Pokemon Go.
Oh, yeah.
So Pokemon Go was actually nominated for... I'm pretty sure it was. It was nominated for Best Game of the Year at the Game Awards.
Oh, really?
Last week.
Nice.
But I mean, like, what do you think of that? Is Pokemon Go enough of a video game?
Is it enough of a video game? I don't know. What are their... Do you know anything about their criteria?
Not really.
Actually,
I guess it was just...
I've pulled it up. This best game, is it from Polygon? Is that what you're talking about? This is what I found when I checked really quick. Let's see. But Game of the Year... Up for Game of the Year is Doom, Inside, Overwatch, Titanfall 2, and Uncharted 4.
Oh, wait.
So
maybe
that's
I was
Best Game of the Year. So what... but let me see if Pokemon is on this list.
I think...
Best Mobile. Yeah, it's up for Best Mobile or handheld game.
Yeah.
So for that, yeah, man, Pokemon Go is kicking ass. It seems well-deserved to me to have it up for Best Mobile. It's a great use of augmented reality in gaming. It's a great way to... I mean, they hit it right on the head, man. They had just the right thing with just the right nostalgia factor to do that, to get people out wandering around looking for these imaginary creatures. I think it's great. I think it's hilarious. So, yeah, best mobile game, sure. Absolutely, Pokemon Go. They deserve it. What else is on there? Clash Royale, Fire Emblem Fates, Monster Hunter Generations, and Severed. The other four I haven't even heard of. I haven't been big on mobile gaming lately, though. So, I don't know. What else do they have? Best RPGs got Dark Souls 3, Deus Ex, Mankind Divided, The Witcher 3, which I heard is really good, World of Warcraft Legion, and Xenoblade Chronicles X. All up for best RPG.
I've played The Witcher, and The Witcher is pretty fantastic.
I saw a few streams of Witcher, and it looked like I would enjoy it, but I haven't played it. Looks good.
I bet you would. It's a huge game. I have not finished it. I mean, if you're digging Final Fantasy 15, you'll probably dig The Witcher.
Nice. Will Beasley says, "Hi, I'm AC Gaming. Remember me?" Will Beasley, welcome to the chat. Do you remember AC Gaming, AC Gamer? Did you try to get that channel name at one point or something? I don't know. I don't particularly remember you, Will, but thanks for joining us. Maybe if you remind us where we might know you from, that would help.
Maybe he dropped in on a stream once.
Yeah.
I didn't notice.
Could be. Tricky says in the UK they have a different list because Fallout 4 is on top, followed by Everybody's Gone to Rapture. Interesting, Tricky. Interesting. What's your source on that? I was looking at this Polygon article for the best ofs.
For Game of the Year? Well, that might be last year, because Fallout 4 was 2000.
Yeah, that sounds like last year. We're talking 2016, Tricky. 2016.
Okay.
In fact, I'll put in the chat a link to that article that I'm looking at. There you go. What did you just bet? 600? Screw you, man. Screw you. You don't have anything. Oh, you have aces. You got the full house. Nice. I didn't think you had anything. And what about the PlayStation Expo? Did you find that list of stuff for the PlayStation Expo?
Oh, yeah, I did. Let me pull it up real quick.
Yeah. There was a PlayStation Expo recently where they revealed a lot of what's coming up for PlayStation in the coming year. Some new titles coming out. I don't have the info right now, but AC Gamer's going to grab that real quick while I decide if I want to even bet on this hand. British Academy Games Awards winners 2016. Okay, Tricky. Okay. BAFTA. Interesting. 377. It's your turn, AC Gamer, by the way, while you look that up. Don't forget about your hand. Thanks for the link, Tricky. Link in the chat to the BAFTA Awards from Tricky I Know. What else is on this list? Most anticipated game from this list: God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, Mass Effect Andromeda, Red Dead Redemption 2, and Legend of Zelda Breath of Wild. All of those are actually looking pretty decent. I haven't played a Zelda game in a long time, though, which is unfortunate. I've been off the Nintendo, man. I've been off.
What is the Nintendo Switch something that's interesting? Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to get one. It's not very high on my priority list, though, so it would be a while before I do, if I do, you know? It's not something I'm chomping at the bit for.
Gotcha.
But I would get it just for a Zelda game, really. I miss Zelda for sure. Look at this, best family games. Dragon Quest Builders, Lego Star Wars, The Force Awakens, Pokemon Go on there also for best family game. Ratchet and Clank, and Skylanders Imaginators. Interesting. Oh, they've got a Force Awakens for Lego Star Wars. I was not aware of that. Nice.
I'm trying to pull up a straight list, but all right.
Yeah.
Here are like the big ones that were announced.
Okay.
So, Uncharted 4 is getting a big DLC pack.
Nice. Have you played the Uncharted series? I haven't really played those.
Yeah, I have. I like them. They're great.
They look like fun.
It's basically kind of like Tomb Raider.
Oh, really?
Like modern Tomb Raider.
Searching out the puzzles and mysteries of the underground.
Yeah. It's also really cinematic.
Huh.
It's kind of like playing a movie.
Yeah, I don't really mind that if it's a good movie. Final Fantasies is usually like that a lot too, except 15 not so much so far.
Yeah, a lot of people complain about games like Uncharted because it's kind of just like, you know, a movie that you just have input in.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I like that. It's kind of it's a good experience, I think. Like, I like games that are kind of a memorable experience.
Yeah. Yeah, if the entertainment's there, like, what does it matter? But what else is on that list?
But yeah, so Uncharted 4, The Lost Legacy, which is following some some side characters, not the main characters.
Interesting. Okay.
But the next big thing was Marvel vs. Capcom 4.
Ah. Is that the Infinite?
Which is called, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
Nice. That's going to be a fun one. I used to play those on the arcade a lot. I never played it on a console, but that's one I'll probably look into getting when it comes out because having all those characters battle is fantastic.
No.
The trailer looks sweet.
Everybody went nuts over that trailer because no one saw it coming.
Yeah, it's looking real good. Real giggity good.
Because people were kind of like wondering if that could ever happen because ever since Disney acquired Marvel, like, would they still try to continue this partnership with Capcom? And,
yeah.
you know, fortunately they have.
How long has it been since the last Marvel vs. Capcom came out? It's been quite a bit, hasn't it?
The third one came out in 2011, I think.
Huh. So yeah, that's a fair spell between games.
Yeah, totally. And so yeah, Marvel vs. Capcom Definite coming out sometime in 2017. But to kind of wet your whistle while you wait, they released Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 for PS4.
Nice.
Which is really cool. Like the same day of the announcement, they just did a mic drop and just like, and you can buy this today. Boom.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah. So it's on the store now. You can buy it, play it. I'm probably gonna get it pretty soon.
Sweet. You gonna stream it?
Oh yeah, totally. We can play it together while doing some of this game talk.
Yeah, heck yeah. Yeah, that would be a good one for this. I think a good fighting game.
Mm-hmm.
Once we've learned the buttons a bit. Did you just win that one? Son of a bitch. Did you win that hand?
I did.
Damn.
Aw. Gotta buy another golden toilet.
What else on that list? What else is coming out after Marvel vs. Capcom? Anything else on there? Big announcements?
Oh yeah, totally. There's still a lot. So, did you ever play a little game called Crash Bandicoot?
I never really did, but people love that one, don't they? People love it.
Oh man. So I was a PlayStation kid. I wanted an N64, but I ended up with a PlayStation.
Yeah, see, and I got the N64 in that era.
But yeah, Crash Bandicoot was my Mario, basically.
Nice.
And
yeah,
those were some good games. So they announced total remasters of the first 3 games.
Wow.
And they upped the graphics to modern level, but it looks like the same games.
Interesting.
Like these PlayStation 1 era games, and they look modernized, but like it looks like they play the same as they did before. So I'm excited for that. It's Crash Bandicoot Insanity Trilogy.
Sweet.
That's a big one.
Yeah, there's been a lot of hype for it. People are excited for that one for sure.
And actually, they announced a lot of remasters of old games.
Sorry, say that. Did we just split that pot? Did we just tie and split the pot? Is that what happened?
I think so.
Okay. And then what did you say? I missed it. Sorry.
They announced a lot of like remasters of older games.
Huh. It seems to be the way, man. The nostalgia factor. Everybody wants that nostalgia, and they capitalize on it. Which why wouldn't they?
Yeah.
You know? Can't say I blame them.
Which is like, yeah, I don't blame them. It's a lot of chewing on the member berries, but I don't know. I like it. So they announced they showed Crash Bandicoot, and they announced a remaster of Parappa the Rapper.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Parappa. I remember that. I played that one a little bit. My buddy, my neighbor across the street had the PlayStation. I had the N64, so I played some of these games back then, like the first Tomb Raider 2, all that kind of stuff.
Yep. And they've got remasters of Patapon and Loco Roco, which are both original PSP games.
Wow.
And I played a bit of those, and those are pretty fun. So I might check those out again.
Nice.
What else? Have you ever heard of Full Throttle?
Yeah, I've heard about them. I never played that series though. Is that a racing game?
No, it's like a point-and-click adventure, kind of like Monkey Island.
Okay.
Or like that. It's kind of a point-and-click adventure game.
Okay.
And I played the hell out of that game on PC when it came out. Nice. So that one's getting a remaster and coming out for PS4. And
we split it again. We both had both had a full house. Wow. Well, we got our chips back. Sorry. Anyway, continue. That's ridiculous.
So yeah, I'm pretty excited for that.
Some good games.
What else is coming? Oh, have you ever played the Wipeout games?
No, I haven't played those either. Which ones
Kind
were
of
those?
like it's like an F-Zero like racing game.
Nice.
Like you're like in hovercrafts and you're racing.
Oh, I loved F-Zero, man. I loved it.
Yeah. So that one's getting a remaster. So yeah, lots of remasters.
Huh.
Which is fine because I'd like to, buy old games for, my current console.
Yeah.
Especially games I never played before.
Yeah, I like
Like,
playing some of the older stuff. It's good.
Yeah, like one thing I learned about Marvel vs. Capcom 3 that, is out now is previously you couldn't buy it online. Like it was like a disc only game.
Huh.
So, I mean, if you wanted to play it for your PS3, like you had to get on eBay and get a used copy.
Wow. Yeah, what a pain in the butt.
Yeah, you couldn't download it, but now you can, so
Nice.
I'm all for it.
Heck yes, more accessibility. I'm all for that. I like it when they put the old games out.
Yeah, we're kind of getting into that era where, like, if there's a game that you want to play that's, not available anymore, like you should be able to play it. You should be able to download it and buy it.
Yeah. Why not?
Why
It's not like they lost the files for those games. They've got them.
Yeah, I mean, I understand. Like in some cases, there's like I don't know licensing issues or whatever, some legal,
Yeah.
Jargon. But
Maybe
if
that
you want
stands
to play
in the
like,
way.
yeah, there are still games out there like you cannot play unless you have the disc and this specific console.
Yeah. Huh. Well,
Which
hopefully
I
they
think
keep doing that though. I'm all for the remasters. Really, re-release it. Why not?
Yeah, yeah. Like there's a really rare game for the Wii called Xenoblade that I want to play, but the game itself is like expensive to get
Really?
on eBay.
Huh.
Like you got to pay like at least $100 to get it.
Yikes.
And it's like I'm not gonna pay $100 for a game, but I want to play it. So it'd be nice if you could just download it.
Yeah, it makes it a lot easier having them accessible like that with digital downloads. Anything else on that list for upcoming from the PlayStation Expo?
So the big announcement that pretty much everyone saw coming was The Last of Us Part 2.
Oh yeah, everyone saw it coming. I thought nobody saw that one coming. I thought that one was a big surprise.
Well, I mean, people are expecting that it would happen eventually, so.
Oh, okay.
I think as soon as the trailer started playing, people were cheering.
Yeah, and see, that's another one. I didn't play the first one. Did you play The Last of Us?
Yeah, I played it.
Okay.
Oh shoot, I was gonna say you can borrow it, but I downloaded it.
No such luck. I would like to play that one. Hopefully they get it like on the free games for PlayStation Plus soon. That would be nice. Maybe soon before the second one releases.
Yeah, but yeah, Last of Us, it's the same developer as Uncharted, Naughty Dog.
Okay.
So it's a little bit kind of the same style of play where it's like, it's really cinematic and kind of story heavy.
Nice.
But I actually found the gameplay to be a lot of fun because you can, it kind of takes place in a zombie apocalypse type setting.
Yeah.
And so like you can craft like really cool gadgets to, dispose of zombie foes.
Fancy gadgets.
Yep.
Huh.
Become an
Interesting.
Inspector Gadget.
I heard nothing but good things
zombie
about that
apocalypse.
game. Yeah, everybody seemed to love it. I've never heard much bad about it. I don't think I've heard anything bad about it actually.
Yeah, no, it's pretty universally loved. If you ever get the chance, you should play it.
I would like to.
It's a heartwarming, it's a heart-wrenching story.
Yeah. Yeah, people are hyped about it. It's very popular.
Yeah, that's another one that Hollywood wants to make into a movie.
Interesting. Was X-Men movies? Ellen Page. Was she in that game? Was she like did she do the voice or like the body, the motion cap for that game or something? I feel like I heard that she was involved.
Actually, there is some controversy with that. So the character does look a lot like Ellen Page.
Okay.
and she's not voiced by Ellen Page, but there was something where, because Ellen Page is actually in another video game called Beyond Two Souls, where she does the voice and she motion caps the character, and so they kind of got into a little conflict there because they were saying that the character in this game looks too much like Ellen Page. Yeah.
Funny. Okay.
So during development, they ended up having to kind of like tweak the character to make her not look like Ellen Page so much.
Can you make her less Ellen Pagey, please?
Yeah. There's a little bit too much Page in this character.
Huh.
Ultimately, she still kind of does look like Ellen Page, but
yeah.
I guess the character is more based on the voice actress.
Okay. Yeah, I just heard something. I knew I'd heard something about it, but I wasn't sure what. I'm glad you called that bet. I needed those chips. Tricky says Last of Us is similar to L.A. Noire, which I did play, in the sense that you decide how to play it. That's nice. I like those games, though, where you just make the choice and then watch how it unfolds. Those are fun sometimes. Yeah. A little less action-packed. Nice. So that's the PlayStation Expo updates, the announcements?
Yeah, let me run through, see if there's anything we missed, if the chat knows of anything we missed. But no, there was a lot of games. Those are kind of the big ones.
Nice.
Let me see. Oh, they showed more gameplay for Resident Evil 7.
Oh yeah, that's coming out. That should be interesting. I played the first one recently for the first time a couple months ago when it was the free game. And I never did get through that, but interesting series. I want to play some of the later ones.
Was it too spooky? Too spooky?
Are you talking to your cat right now?
No, I was talking to you. I was saying, is that game too spooky for you?
Oh, too spooky. Oh, no, it wasn't too spooky. Just the controls were awful, and the camera angle changing all the time was aggravating as can be. I couldn't. It didn't hold my interest. It didn't hold my interest properly. It wasn't enough for me. It was really. It's a really old game. It's 20 years old.
Yeah, it's a really beloved game, but it's a little dated.
Yeah.
The graphics remaster though is really great. I have to say.
Really?
Like
it looked smooth. It looked good on the PlayStation 4 for what they updated it. I mean.
Yeah, actually, that was from the GameCube era. They remastered that for the GameCube.
Wow.
And because I have that version, and it looks nice.
Yeah.
Barring the other difficulties surrounding the game.
Yeah. Tricky, we didn't miss Steep. We were talking about what was announced at the PlayStation Expo, but Steep did release. Was it last week? It's been out for a week now, I think. I played the beta of that. You played it too. Tricky played the beta of that. Tricky's got Steep now. I don't, but Tricky's been streaming some. I loved that game. I need to get it.
Nice.
It was really fun.
Yeah, I think we'll both join you pretty soon here.
Yeah.
On the Steep action. I gotta power through Final Fantasy, man.
Yeah, I need to get going on that too. I feel like I should get through the story. I don't know. When do they come out with their DLCs on Final Fantasy? Have they said when they're starting to release those? I know they have them planned.
Yeah, they have a season pass. I don't think they haven't said when they're coming out, but they've said like the DLC will kind of be like side episodes.
Yeah.
To the main story.
But I like the way they do stories, so I'm looking forward to that. That'll be good.
Yeah. And actually, we didn't talk about the other controversy that they announced this last week, but so they're releasing a free patch to the game that will apparently alter the final chapter of the game.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about that. That should be interesting. That's another reason I want to finish it. That's right. That really puts the pressure on.
Well, it does, but I mean, like, also they haven't announced when they're coming out with this patch, because people that have maybe already finished the game and they're just like, what? There's more stuff that I have to do? Or, I mean, there's more stuff that I could have gotten, but, apparently the game wasn't finished.
Yeah. As long as they give it to you for free, though. That's the way games go these days. They release it when they're gonna, and then they add what they're gonna. I don't know. It's a mess. It's a mess the way it goes, but it's the way it goes,
Yeah, well, I mean, no, that's that's the way things are now. Like, I don't mind like them patching in the game and adding new features and things, but
Yeah.
this is kind of they're like this is changing the story, like adding new scenes and things like that. Just like, shouldn't that at least be one of the aspects of the game that should be finished when you release it?
Yeah, the ending. Yeah, you'd think so. You'd like to think so, huh? It probably should be.
It's like the writer. He like emerges from the room and he's just like, "Wait, guys, I got a few more pages here."
One more thing.
No, Jim, we already released the game. It's out now. People are playing it. And he's like, "Oh, fuck."
Yeah.
Can we patch it? I guess.
I hope so. Huh. Yeah. Well, either way, I'm gonna play it. I like that Final Fantasy game. It's good stuff.
Yeah. If I finish it, but I mean, like if I finish it before this patch comes out, like I'm probably not gonna like replay the game to get that. I'm just gonna like look it up on YouTube to see what they added.
To see what it is.
You know?
Yeah, Tricky says she thinks all DLC should be free. They charge so much for the initial game and then recharge you if you want the improvements. I agree, Tricky. And it's a bummer when they keep charging you like that. That's what the rise of the season pass, you know. But that's the way it is these days. It's just how it goes now. It's video games now.
Yeah.
It's the state of it because they know that's how they're going to make their money, and they're not going to stop doing that because people aren't going to stop paying for it. We just got to get used to it. Too bad. But it's nice when they let you have DLCs for free when games do that. I appreciate that. Like No Man's Sky's been doing that with their stuff, which is, I mean, I don't see what choice they had there. If they had charged for their updates, people would have flipped.
Oh my God!
Do
you know the backlash if they had like a $40 or a $50 season pass that people bought, like they pre-ordered with the game?
Yeah. Well, yikes.
I mean, that guy, I forgot his name, the developer, but he'd be like dragged into the streets and executed, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Speaking of DLCs, though, there's also the Elder Scrolls Online housing update coming in February, which I'm excited for. I've been playing some Elder Scrolls on my channel, streaming it with a few other streamers, Savjazz and Tricky, K2 Smooth, some of the others that are regularly in my chats, and they've got this housing update coming out where you'll be able to buy player-owned housing, which should be fun. I'm looking forward to that.
So it's a bit like the what was it? They had a similar one for Skyrim, a DLC where you could buy a house and
homestead or something, hearth home, something like that.
Yeah, buy a house, settle down in this world of dragons, have a wife, have some kids.
Yeah,
you know.
I think it'll be fun for Elder Scrolls, though. We've got the guild going with these people these other streamers that I'm talking about, and it'll be nice to have like a meeting place, I think.
In case your adventure is getting too exciting, you can settle down, get a mortgage,
have a cup of coffee, put your feet up, relax.
Sometimes you need a break from your you're escaping your home life into an adventure, and sometimes you need to escape from that too. So.
Yeah.
When the pressure of fighting dragons and monsters becomes too.
We need to get you back into the Elder Scrolls Online, speaking of which.
Pick up your feet. I have the game.
Yeah, we used to play it. You're one of the original members of the Wandering Rogues Guild in there.
I know. I fall off MMO so hard, though.
Yeah.
Like, it takes a lot to keep me interested.
Yeah, I like MMOs as like a fallback game in between like other major releases or stuff that I'm getting into, It's good to have those to go to where you can just jump in and play, and you've got your character there that's established, and he's got probably something you can go and do no matter what, I enjoy that about them.
Yeah. My problem is I'm really just I'm not patient enough for a lot of games.
Yeah.
Like
you got to build all those skills up.
Yeah, I just fall off games so hard. Like I still haven't finished Fallout 4.
Me neither, actually. I never did finish that one.
Like, it helps to have like an interesting story and interesting characters.
Pair of nines.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Fallout had interesting characters and good story, though. I mean, I thought so.
Yeah, it did, but I mean, on top of that, it was just like, I don't know. Sometimes maybe I'm one of a few that feels this way, but sometimes games just become kind of overwhelming.
Yeah. Oh, no, yeah. I feel that way sometimes. Fallout was a
So
big
much to
game when I
do.
first started it. It seemed really massive. It was confusing.
There's just like so much.
Yeah.
And on top of that, there are other games that, kind of draw my attention. Like, I can't remember what it was. I think it was, I'm looking at my shelf. Oh, it was Metal Gear. Like, Metal Gear came out, Metal Gear 5, and I fell off Fallout for that, and I haven't really gone back since.
Yeah. That's another series I haven't played, but I heard those are pretty good.
Metal Gear is fun. It's kind of the story is a bit of an acquired taste.
Yeah.
It's one of those, like, you kind of sort of already have to be a fan.
Yeah.
To get the story.
Huh.
But it's fun. I don't know, you might actually like it. It's another kind of those open world adventure games.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, those are my
is
cup of
kinda
tea for sure.
The story is really confusing. It's not one of those, like, you can just jump in
Yeah.
type of things. Like, you'll instantly be confused.
Huh.
But, let's see. For PSX, what else? I think that was about it. Oh, actually, there's a game that I'm interested in playing that maybe we both can play. It's a free-to-play game
Yeah.
they released called Let It Die.
Oh, you know what? I've seen a couple streams of that, actually. It looks pretty interesting. What's the premise, though? I don't quite get the premise. What is that game about?
I don't really know either. I think
Okay.
it's like you're in hell and you're trying to escape or something.
Interesting.
Yeah, no, I don't know what it's about either, but it's like a hack and slash kind of like rogue-like game
Yeah,
where
okay.
it's kind of like a randomized dungeon.
Interesting.
So I guess it's a little like Diablo, in that kind of sense.
Huh. But it's more of a 3D, like, look-around third person. It's not the top-down, locked-in view, from what I've seen.
Yeah. It's a little bit more actiony.
Okay. Nice. Well, I think we've gotten through most of the stuff we wanted to cover in this episode. Should we go ahead and wrap it up? Do you want to go all in on the next hand without looking at cards?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So we'll do that. Guys, thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the Gamecast. Just wanted to talk about game news. Thanks for the chat participants, especially Tricky, for being here with us this morning. Anybody watching in the future, be sure to leave us a comment on anything you've heard about game-wise, game news, things coming out, things you're looking forward to, anything we missed, things you'd like to hear us cover in future episodes of the show. And we'll get doing that. Okay, don't look at your cards, AC Gamer. Don't look at your cards. I've got a link to AC Gamer's channel in my description of my video, so be sure to check him out. I'm going to go all in. Go all in. Oh, triangle. I'm all in. There we go. I did it.
There we go.
We'll see who wins, and then we'll wrap it up, but we appreciate you guys joining us. What does it say? Call 9. Okay, I got to call it. There we go. Who's going to win it? I got the 8 queen. You got 2 3s. Uh-oh. Here we go. Here we go. 6 7. You still got the 3s. You got the 3s. Oh, I'm going to get that straight. Watch. I'm going to get the straight. Watch me do it. Nope. Oh, you won with a pair of 3s. Nice. Well, that didn't end the game. Should we go all in one more time? Should we go all in until somebody's out?
Sure.
Let's do it. I feel like maybe I shouldn't have wrapped it up so early. But anyway, be sure to hit that like button too, you guys. Thanks for watching. How do I do this? Go all in.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We'll keep on doing it.
Yeah, and we'll be playing different games as we do these. I think Sunday's going to be our day, Sunday mornings, around this time. Maybe we'll lock down a... Oops, I accidentally peeked at my cards. That's okay. It was about to show them. Ooh, 9 Jack, 9 King. That should be interesting. So yeah, we'll find different games. We both do want to get Steep. Steep would be a good game to do this with. But if you guys have any suggestions on games we could play while we do this kind of thing too, that would be great. Give us your suggestions. Oh, you got the flush, man. Son of a straight flush. Nice. Well done. Did that take me out, though? Did you go all in?
That's how you end it.
End with a flush. Yeah, okay, out of chips. All right, good game. Thanks for watching, everybody. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more in the future. And we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.